Okay, now we need, I guess we do this first. And it's not refreshing now and showing that I'm live when I am. I really miss Twitch, I've got to say, man. Twitch was the beast because it had a really good app, but it doesn't have it anymore, but it used to. And I could actually work with that program. All right. Let's see if I can get this to work. Oh yeah, that's right. Because Discord has to be difficult, I have to actually manually delete the link instead of replacing and putting in a link like I'd like to and copy and paste over it. It just won't let me do that. So we have to go this way. Let's just hope that it stays running this time because I don't need any more issues. Okay. We are live. We can turn this off. Let's make sure everything is running. Okay, Control Shift O. And I am going to turn off the tab here to help keep the memory down. Got everything else turned off. I copied the link, I pasted it in, so that's done. Okay. And I think we should be running now. Hot and sweaty, hot and sweaty. Okay, everything looks good. Well, hello everybody and welcome to ChillCraft. We're off to a rough start today because for whatever reason my system has decided that it doesn't want to cooperate today. So, what are you bumping me for? What are you doing? Anyway, let's get some job blocks in here. I think this is going to be librarians. I think that's what it's going to be. Let's pick some tools. Did I like it like that in the corner, or did I change how that corner is going to be done? I think I've done it that way without the little corner piece. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. Well, this one has the corner piece, but I think that actually looks better doing it that way. Let's go ahead and fix that really quick. I know it's kind of an ugly building, but it will do what I need it to do, and that's the point of this building. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it that way. And I think today we need to figure out what our way in is going to look like. We need to figure out what kind of a porch or entrance we want to have. We need to have something to kind of break up this facade a little bit. Let's start with real quick let's do maybe some brick, maybe the occasional regular stone, maybe some stone and some andesite steps. I don't know. Got way too much cobble on this build right now, and it's not looking too smooth, you know. Well, that's a good question, and I don't have quite of an answer to that. Do I have any plain Jane everyday? No, but let's make a few right here. Dimension's going down, so we're gonna have to do something about that. So this is like a big, huge kind of, let me get out of my head here. Okay, yep. Do I like that size? It kind of matches what's going on at the top. It kind of fits. I don't have to worry about the villagers because they will be protected inside of this fairly well. I don't think anything can get in there and get them when we get done. But we should have maybe a little bit of... I'm thinking let's remove this. It looks like a mustache. And we'll get ourselves some oak and this, and we'll get ourselves a little of this and a little of this, and we'll create a little, like we've done over there and everywhere else. We'll create a little thing there. This one over here is the one example that we really like. Although it sticks out a little far, I like it. We're going to do something very similar here, I think, and then that will give the front of this a little bit of a different appearance. Alrighty, so let's start possibly here. And now we're going to run across one slight problem, and that is, of course, now that's a little too much. I don't think I want that many. This one's going to be a little bit less thick. Oh yeah, see? We always have some kind of a problem. If life weren't full of problems, we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves. Alright. And then I think I did like gates to kind of emphasize like it was being held up by something. Yeah. Right on the underside of the stairs, and I just stuck with, in that case. Oh, we had acacia there, but here, what do we have? We have oak. We can use oak. Huh. I'm wondering here how I want to do this. Pardon my throat for breaking up there. Alright, we would have to go down one more layer, I guess, to do this. Oh, no, help me because I can use this to help me. But do I want this to be that, or do I want to go ahead and use oak here because I got more oak fences and I'd rather not have to make anything else. I don't know yet, but we will make a decision. Alright, and our final bits. Okay, this is where it gets a little tough. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. We also have to figure out where lanterns are going to go on this. We need to have a little lighting out here. Alright, how does this look? Yeah, that's not too bad. It's not too extensive. It doesn't overwhelm the building. It kind of gives a little bit of a different appearance in the front. I say that will work. We're not going to have fence gates like we did at the other one. This will look a little different. Alright, any other details that we're missing that we added to this one that we liked? Nope, that's it. And we just have the gates, but we won't need that here because I don't think the baddies can get in here and get to the villagers. One thing I do need to figure out is, do I want it, you know, coming down here like this, or do I want to put like a railing here along the side? Like, how do I want to do that? Do I want to extend the porch out a little bit, perhaps? And have like a solid block there? To do that, what we would have would look something along the lines of... Alright, dude. Getting a little crazy here. Stop wandering around everywhere. Alright. Thinking something along the lines of that. And then probably one here. And a plane there. And a... So that's what that would look like. And if I wanted to, if I thought that the steps were too far back, I could move them forward. So those are the two choices we have. If we do it this way, we can put more railing. I think I'm going to do it this way. Let's see if it looks too bulky in the front, though. You know what? I think it's going to be okay. There's still plenty of pathway to walk to get there. It doesn't feel overdone. And we can sit on it and think about it. We can always change my mind, you know. We have that power. We have the power. Anyway. So, let's do something like that. And then I'll get the stairs where they need to be. And go from there. Here's one step. Let's just do worn. There you go. So that's what that would look like. It's a little more of a grandiose entrance, but kind of fits the idea a little better. I don't know. It's a little bit big and bulky, but it's not too bad for the size of the building. So we're going to go for it. And let's add some fences right here. Yeah, we can do that. We can run the railing up instead of this. We can do that. If I thought that that looked better, but I don't like how it gloms onto the side of the house there, so I don't really think that looks better. Alright, let's get this stuff out of my backpack, clean up things, and put everything away. And let's go get our job blocks. I think it's going to be librarians. We're getting ready to go into the nether. We've got some stuff we've got to do over there, so we need to get some better armor. We've got to get an idea what we got. Hello, Black Bill. Oh, wait. you surprised me. You're completely redoing your Hogwarts build. Yeah, sorry I didn't catch you there sooner, dude. I was really into build mode there for a second. How you doing, man? No, you didn't really scare me, but you startled me a little. I'll give you that. You're completely redoing it, huh? Have you played the Hogwarts game yet? You could use some inspiration from that game, man. It's all good. I'm good. How about you? I am okay. A little beat up, but I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. Do I want to put a lantern around here somewhere? I think we should have a lantern around here somewhere. Now, what some people do is that they stick a lantern right underneath where it goes into the house, right above the door. They stick one like right here. And it doesn't get in the way of your head because it's just underneath, but I'm not really liking that. But what if I did instead this? What do you guys think? I think that will work. Alrighty, so everything sounds good. Thank you. I had a rough start, man. This is the second time I had to start up this the stream because it kept crashing on me. What is in the new update that you're looking forward to? I think I have the 121.8 update on there, and the last I heard, that was the one that had the golems and everything else, unless I misunderstood something. Let's get some of these trees. We gotta fix our axe up. You think we've got enough wood around here, folks? I don't know. Personally, I don't think we've got enough yet. I think we need like 500 tons more wood, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Hush, sheep. That's a very loud bah. Is it just me, or did it get dark awful quick tonight? It must be winter time. Days are getting shorter. Alright, let's go to bed before all the bad guys come to get me. It's 121.9, I think. It's bringing the copper lanterns and torches and shelves. Ah! We don't do the no sleep challenge around here. No, sorry, Bob. This is ChillCraft. We don't do anything stressful around here, man. We hereby rebel against all stressful gameplay types. But I do know you love your no sleep challenge. And you'll probably get it to take off. Have a bunch of hardcore Minecraft players doing it. Start a whole movement. Like Luke the Notable did with the whole, you know, 100-day thing. I guess I'll put the apples in here. So now hopefully we have enough material here that we can do what we need to do. Okay, I need to come in here and do that. Yeah, we don't do no sleep. That's too scary. I'll get my emerald count up for the upcoming trades we're going to be doing too. I need to go see if I have any lecterns stashed anywhere, because I don't know right off the top of my head if I do. Alright, let's go fix things. Somewhere around here I have some handy dandy. Is this an egg or is this something else over here? I have a handy dandy Fletcher so we can get ourselves some. Ah, it's an egg. So we're going to have some new copper furniture, so I'm going to have to update one more time. I mean, when are they going to just take a break and be like, you know what? Minecraft is good. Let's just let it sit for another year. I mean, you know, let's not do any more updates. Let's not add any more new things. Let's not force people, drag them along by the nose and update them. Let's just call it good for at least a year and take a break. You know, when are they going to do that? I am really getting tired of the update shuffle, and I bet you the mod people are getting kind of tired of it too, because, you know, they have to constantly do all these updates all the time. Gotta be getting old. Alright, we got any more in here? Nope. Good. Alright, that's nearly repaired. Let's repair our next item. Barely had enough wood to repair everything. Can you believe that? We went through like 3 stacks of wood now. And now we're going into my acacia stack. Not the best rate of return without mods, you know, over here, but what are you gonna do? Alright, now we're fixing my axe. You... What are you talking about? Alrighty, how about you? We are running in 121.8, and I do want to get a copper golem sorting system going at some point and all that. And I guess if they're going to do all this stuff for 9, we'll have to come in here and do that as well at some point. Let me see, hold on a minute. You have to let my little friends join your world. He now does 1,000 days. I have every book enchantment by the librarians. I can't wait until they do an end update. I love the trade cycle mod. Yeah, me too. It's a good one. Make sure I get the right trades all the time. And I like the visible trades one. I think I also get it through Click Villagers. I'm not sure how far Click Villagers goes, but I love that I can have this, you know, I can see what the villager's going to have, because you have to have that so that you can properly, I'm losing my train of thought here, but you got to have it. It's I hope I can remember what the heck I was trying to say. Oh, you got to have it for like stuff like if you're dealing with a trying to get the green, the villager, the shepherder that buys the green dye, you have to have that visible trades mods so that you can actually see which one will have that sale. Otherwise you have no way of knowing. I also love this mod here, Black Belt. I've been using the Waystones mod, so now I've got the ability to just travel anywhere I want in the world. I can't live without that mod either. I wonder how long it'll be till they add some of these features to the main game. You know, stop with the blocks and everything, but add some navigation and gameplay improvements maybe. And don't break current things that people like, you know. That's the other bad thing, is when there are, you know, loopholes and bugs and ways that things are being done that weren't intended, but people really like them. And then they get rid of them, and they were depending on them. Whole farms depend on them, you know. That doesn't work, you know. They need to stop doing that. Stop breaking farms without providing an alternative. At least in my opinion. Alright, I think we got ourselves our next batch of sugar cane ready to rock, and now we're ready for our villagers. So now we need to see if we have any lecterns available. I can't recall honestly if I have any lecterns anywhere, so let's look around and see. Oh, okay, we have some more paper here. Let's grab all this stuff. What day am I on in the world? Give me 1 second and I will tell you if I can figure it out. It's probably been quite a while. I think I've been here for... But I'm not on a hardcore mode, so because this is ChillCraft, you know, we don't do hard, but... So I wouldn't be able to lose the world, but it's still kind of cool to know how long I've been around. Wow, day 41 it says here. I've been here longer than day 41. It says day 41, so I'm going to have to say 41 days, but that doesn't make no sense. I've been playing on this world for like a year. I don't know why it's saying that. Okay, we do not have any luck-a-turns here. Let's see if we have any luck-a-turns over here. And if we don't, then we have to go to my house to see if I've got any. I've got 3 different places I gotta look. These chest monsters, man. They're just getting out of hand over here. I might have came prepared because I was getting prepared. No. Okay, so we need some bookcases. That's easy enough, but let's go over here really quick and go to the house and make sure we don't have anything stashed somewhere. We don't want to build new stuff. We don't need to. We need to run some golems to the car wash too. You know what? Let's go ahead and get rid of these chests. I don't know why they're there, but let's just get rid of them and make our lives a little easier. And we're also going to get rid of this. You guys were voting and letting me know where I should put a dock. I'll leave one torch here to kind of symbolize we were voting on that, but I think we decided over there where I did it. So we don't need that there anymore. Although I might still build another dock there, and I really need to finish the dock over here and deal with that too, I know. Been slacking, I know. Now we're gonna get moved into the new house, I know. Alright, here we have some job blocks. We're gonna take these out of here and we'll put them where we need them. Got some lodestones from all my running around chucking ingates, and I picked up a bunch of treasures, so that's kind of cool. Okay, that's an upgrade we don't need at the moment. I think that's a map that we actually got, so that one we won't be doing anything with. Okay, so we didn't see any shelves here, so I'm going to have to go and either make some more shelves. I don't even have books. Alright, so we will have to do something about that. Oh boy. Okay, Black Belt, what's your challenge, man? I'm listening. I didn't say I was gonna do it, but I'm listening. What's your challenge, man? Oh no. The challenge is... We'll just take as long as possible to tell you what the challenge is. I'll fail it as quickly as possible, and then I'll be the end of it. Hey, okay, we can grab some stuff. Why do I have that? I didn't remember picking that up. Apparently I picked that up. I don't remember doing it. Hello, sir. Okay, we just used up all of my money, but that's alright. Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna store all these items that we've got here. You have to defeat the Ender Dragon before day 100. You know what? I'll take that challenge. I can do that. I was already intending to get over there and do that. Barry wanted to see how that was all done. I'm trying to do a video series to kind of show how to do it as well, but maybe I'll just scrap the video series. It's taking up a lot of room and just do that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'll figure it out. So yeah, I can do that. I will go and work on that. This is my first few steps there. I just have to get some good gear to get into the Nether and survive. And I've never found a fortress before, so I've got to figure out how to find a fortress too. Alright, so somebody I'm gonna take a screenshot. Can I take a screenshot of the chat window? Will it screenshot that? I need to make a note somewhere. Comment on the stream if you get a chance, Black Belt. And let me know that I have been challenged to defeat the Ender Dragon by day 100 on this world, okay? You mind doing that for me? Appreciate it. Alright, we need some wool and we need some beds. So let's go look for some beds. We need some beds. You don't know if this trick still works. What's the trick? I guess I should dump all the stuff I just picked up into my house since we're about ready to move in anyway. We just have some finalizations to do, but we know where our storage room is. Alright, my music has died on me, which is going to present a possible crash opportunity and more problems because now I have to go find another album to listen to. I hope it don't crash on me. I just started getting into the stream here and I will really be disappointed if it does. Alright, here we go. 10 beds. Alright, we'll get their beds in, and then I have learned something, Black Wilt, and I will pass the knowledge with you. I found a video that taught me this. I can't take credit for it, but I have learned to put where you want the villagers to stand as the highest block. And then when they have their job block and there's nothing underneath it, then they stand on the highest solid block is the idea. Now, how did I do this? Did I put the heads toward this? Or did I put the heads towards the middle? I don't remember. My memory is not working, but I'll just do it this way for right now, and then I gotta go look for some music. They'll find it come nighttime. I won't even have to probably do much work to get the villagers to come in here and take up residence. But it will be a little slow process. I just can't remember which way I set their beds for the other house. I've been playing with this and learning it. They don't stay perfectly permanently wherever you put them. You know, don't get the wrong impression, but generally speaking, they'll stand fairly constantly on the highest solid block. So if you stick an unsolid block with your job block, they don't usually stand on that. And I gotta figure out how I want to emulate this here. Give me a minute. Okay, we got our beds. We've got some wood in here. We've run out of room again. And we need... I guess we'll use oak. Do I have oak in my... And I'll check your tip here in just a minute. Okay, but if you bring a sunflower to the nether and place it on dirt, whichever way the sunflower is facing, you should bring it to the nether. I've never heard that before. I looked up, oh pardon me, I looked this up and I never found that information anywhere. I definitely have to give that a try. I thought it was like going west a certain amount of distance would get you on one. That's the only tip that I ever found was like if you go west so far, then you'll get a nether fortress or something like that. Oh, that's right. I tried listening to their silly, what they call trance here, and it's not trance. I don't know what it is, but it's silly. I don't know what nuclear chiptune. A little bit. I don't think I'm into chiptunes. Alright, we're going to try the slow down and self-care. It says hip-hop beats. I don't know. We'll see what this sounds like. Hopefully it's good. Not at the moment. I need to focus on what I'm doing or I'll lose track of what I'm trying to accomplish here. But I will go and take a look. I gotta remember how I set this up in my other world, man. Actually, I gotta find sunflowers too to do that. I will spend a little effort. We will see if we can find some sunflowers. I don't believe I found any yet. Let's go look and see if we've got any in our chest. Because I do have another portal. It'll only take me a few minutes to go over there. But if I have to go to a big, huge, you know, process, I don't know that I can do that because then I'll lose track of what I'm working on. And I don't want to do that. I want to get it finished. My backpack is completely full. Alright, let's see. I don't appear to have found any sunflowers in this world yet. Hold on, let me go to my map. They typically grow in this kind of environment, but I have yet to find any. They grow in big patches, I know that. They're kind of like pumpkins. And they like to grow in big patches. These could be sunflowers. Let's go ahead. We'll do a really quick jaunt. I believe the game has just crashed on me, folks. I do not know why. I will read the thing. We'll get back up and running as soon as I'm able. I bet you this is the crash code that says not enough memory, which is impossible because I fixed the memory issue and it was running fine yesterday, so that would be a bold lie. But let me see what this says. Okay, yeah, I've had this error a few times. It says that it's caused by having XMP enabled, but I did turn XMP off. And I don't know that it was better with it on or off, but it's weird. My music isn't playing either for some reason. Well, if I can get it to load, we will go ahead and I will go north and see if I have some sunflowers. We'll at least make some progress towards it. Let's take a peek here. I want to go ahead and load up something that is not ChillCraft since we crashed out anyway. We might as well. Let's hope the stream's still running. If Slipstream goes out on me, not Slipstream, Bob's goes out on me, I'm going to be a little frustrated. If this will load and I can show black belt, this is what I meant when I was talking about that, oh, criminy, this is slow. I gotta find the door, but this is what I meant when I said that they will only stay. You see how they're all here on these slabs? Yeah, so I just had these a fence on a fence. That's what I've done. Okay, so a fence, a slab, and then I changed the heads of their beds to be together. Oh yeah, because I wanted the head where they would be interested in interacting with the bed. I wanted away from where they would stand. Okay. We got our information. That's good enough for now. That's the beginning to the end world. Oh, we've got a stupid recording going on here. I gotta remember to turn that off every time I get started. I have flashback on here, so it's trying to be nice and record for me every time, but then I forget that it's automatically recording. If I don't automatically record, I haven't figured out how to find the button to make it record. And then I forget anyway. So, just having it automatic, I just have to train myself that I need to turn it off so it doesn't delay things further. Okay, so if you're still there, I gotta check to see what all is actually running on my computer. Alright, that's the right direction, and are we still running or did something else crash on me? We still appear to be streaming, so that's good, and the music is apparently not going, so let's refresh that. And hopefully that will get going here pretty soon. And we will wait until things load before we move. We have spent time in this, letting this world load in the background, so it should not be so laggy. I mean, I had it load in all of the chunks and everything a long time ago and saved it and everything, so it looks like our music has crashed, folks, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get it back. I will try, but I think we're done with music tonight, unfortunately. I like that music for you, but I can't fight how things want to not work. Normally, I don't have problems with Opera. The problems that I've been having have normally been with Chrome. Let's try this. Okay, and is it running? Oh, now Slipstream is causing problems. You know, I don't understand this because it's showing that I have full memory. I know the computer's not overheated. I don't understand why we're having these issues. You guys probably aren't hearing me. I don't think I have enough time to restart or reload or refresh or get this silly thing running. Alright, folks, I'm waiting for it to respond if you can hear me. I'm going to put a comment in the chat really quick. I'm going to stop the music. I guess the stream's done. I'm not able to get anything to work today. I thought I had it fixed. I was able to stream last week, and then all of a sudden this week it's just, it doesn't want to even do anything. So I guess we're done. I guess we won't be able to stream anymore. We're just going to be losing more people because there's just nothing I can do. I can't create content any other way. Everything is crashing. Nothing is working. And I did check the memory, so that wasn't the problem this time. And I know it's not using all my memory. I know the computer's not overheating. I guess my computer's just not going to work anymore. Okay. I'm going to exit and I'm going to quit. I'm going to walk away before I break something. I can't take it. So this thing better freaking very quickly load what I need it to load, or I'm going to start getting a little bit annoyed. If Opera is going to keep crashing, I'm not going to use it either. I'll find me another web browser. I don't know what I'm going to do with Opera. Refuses to cooperate.